All right, how's everybody going? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? This is gonna be fun. Um, Mike here, baseball collector. This is my wife,
Mrs.
Julie,
Baseball
Mrs. Baseball collector.
Collector.
Um, how's everybody doing? We're gonna do a little special edition of Beyond Cardboard. I've had some people asking to like when am I going to do the interview with myself, and I was thinking, well, how do I do an interview with myself? Well, then Julie did a mail day for me a couple of weeks ago, and it was very well received by you guys out in the community. And so I thought, well, who better to interview me than the love of my life right here, Julie? So we will just do a normal episode of Beyond Cardboard. Julie has some questions for me. Some of them probably the same. I know she did some rapid fire questions that I don't know about, which is kind of fun and would be great. So,
I don't know if they're that funny, but
well, we'll see.
we'll see.
What do you think, honey? What do you think about this?
I think it's great. Let's get started.
Oh, she wants to get started.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
These
let's
people
get
want to
started.
know about you.
I'm sure they do.
I know, they do.
Not really. I'm pulling it up here.
I was like,
So
are you
that-
checking eBay right now?
No, I'm not checking eBay. I'm getting this to work because if I do, here we go.
Then he sees the comment.
No, then I can see the comments. Yes. Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, you ready to roll?
All right, I'm ready to roll.
All right, here we go. I gotta answer questions.
So
okay.
how old are you? No. How old were you when you first started collecting those wonderful pieces of cardboard that
Well,
take up space in your office?
Why don't you look in the camera when you're doing it? Because they're the ones watching.
Well, I'm
this.
looking at you like a good interviewer does this. I should have
It's
brought
okay.
my microphone from school.
It's okay. How old was I when I started collecting? I was, I guess, 8 years old. 1981 was.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert from Puerto Rico. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? So, 1981. So I was 8. So
8.
born in 1973.
Why? What started you collecting?
Well, I always loved baseball. And so for me, it was just something I started going to the grocery store or the convenience store and buying packs of cards and started really liking them, laying them out on my floor. And it just became a way for me to connect to the game that I really enjoyed. And I read the backs of the cards and just I have lots of old baseball books that I used to read and stuff.
Like
so
the baseball encyclopedia?
yes, I used to read the baseball encyclopedia. Like, how much of a dork am I? Okay.
Did you chew the gum?
I did used to chew the gum back in the day.
Was it good back in the day?
Yeah.
Or is it nasty?
No, it's kind of lame.
I think it's kind of like that.
Hey, my dad's on.
Hi, Palmer. I think it's got that like
Oh, you're being called Lady Baseball Collector
lady.
by Rhina Martin.
Ooh, I'm a lady.
Rhina's got an amazing collection.
Well, I'm awesome. I can,
Okay.
can look at it. Okay, so it's kind of got like a nasty little taste to it.
Yeah, it's pretty bland and the sugar leaves very quickly. You can only chew it for about 3 or 4
Like
minutes.
3 chews?
Yeah, and then
You gotta get
spit
rid of
it
it?
out. Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty
so
nasty.
it's not like that. Did you ever chew that one stuff growing up? It came in the package. It looked like dip. You get it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Big-
League Chew.
Big League Chew.
Sure,
That
Big
was
League Chew
good
was
stuff.
awesome.
Did you
I
do
bet
that?
there's people on here that don't even know what Big League Chew is because they're too young. But
No, Big League Chew
Ah.
was awesome.
oh, good evening to the beautiful Julie,
Thank you.
and to you, Mike. Yes,
Um,
we're talking about baseball gum. Okay,
Yeah, baseball gum. Big League Chew.
all
I
right.
used
Next
to chew it.
question.
It's all like shriveled up, right?
Big League Chew was yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like yes.
This is really a stupid question because I think it's really apparent. But who are your favorite teams and players?
The Texas Rangers are my favorite team and have been for my entire life.
I know Big League Chew is really awesome.
But my favorite players, it's evolved over my collecting career.
Let me
so-
see if I can start.
Okay, who is the first
Daryl
player?
Strawberry.
Well, actually, before Darryl Strawberry, my favorite player was Buddy Bell.
Who's Buddy Bell?
He was a third baseman for the Rangers. He's on this team right here, the Rangers all-time
Oh,
team.
cool.
He's that good. Buddy Bell was my favorite Ranger to start and Jim Sundberg was another guy I really liked. And then I moved to Darryl Strawberry.
Was he a Ranger?
Darryl Strawberry was not a Ranger.
He just was some
played on the Mets.
crackhead that you liked.
He's a crackhead.
Was he really he was a crackhead, a cokehead or something, wasn't he?
He was,
Okay.
yes.
Sorry, Darryl Strawberry. Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Okay, has he been through rehab several times?
Several times.
Okay.
Darryl Strawberry, then who after Darryl Strawberry?
Well, two simultaneously. Pudge Rodriguez, which was a good choice.
Yes.
And then Juan Gonzalez.
Yeah, Juan Gonzalez. I went through a Juan Gonzalez phase for a while.
But you sold all those.
I did. I sold my entire one. I used to have over 4,000 different Juan Gonzalez cards, and I sold them all to one guy, another Juan Gonzalez collector, for
Cha-ching.
$10,000.
That was nice.
And then who after that? After Juan and Pudge.
Wow, you have this thing about
I know.
substance abuse people.
Yeah, because Juan Gonzalez was accused of using steroids.
Right?
Yes.
Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton after that.
And then you got
And
Smart.
What's up, Ray? Then I got Smart.
And did the HOFs.
And then I started doing Hall of Famers.
Yes. I think that was Smart.
Hoffers. But, yeah. That's been my favorite player now. Current player is probably Adrian Beltre. I just love the way he plays, and he's so funny.
You did like it when What's-His-Face knocked out What's-His-Face.
Rugi Odor hit Jose Bautista.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago now. And he can't hit his weight, so...
Who?
Rugi is terrible. So...
He's Odor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like an Odor. He's kind of UTLY, but...
So we'll have some... Because after we get through some of these questions, we'll have audience participation. So.
Oh, okay. What is your favorite set of all time? 1973 Topps.
No, not 1973 Topps. My favorite set of all time is... God, that's so hard to choose. I'm going to choose a pre-war set and a post-war set. Pre-war before 1940. I have the 1940 play ball set is one of my favorite sets of all time. It's black and white cards. I have a bunch of them.
You do?
Over in the Beast. And then my modern or post-war favorite set of all time is 1960 Topps. Just beautiful. Beautiful.
Before my time.
Before your time, yes.
Thank goodness.
Okay, what's next?
This is kind of a silly question that you have on your list. What is your collecting focus?
Well, I ask this of people that
I know.
Other people are watching and they don't know.
But it's Hall of Famers now.
Hall of Famers is my collecting focus.
But
mainly autographs, and people don't know that out there because they think I'm just getting all these slabs, and that's true. I'm doing that, but my Hall of Fame autograph collection is pretty sweet.
Was that card today an autograph?
No.
Good. Okay.
I got it.
Oh, you did?
I got it. Yeah. There was a card lost in the mail, and I was like, what the? It was that 61
It's gonna have to beat down.
Topps Yastrzemski that I got today.
Okay, cool. So. What is a collecting niche that you never did but wish you would start?
That's a good question. What would I do? Maybe doing some more memorabilia, like game used stuff, like jerseys and stuff. I don't have very much of that though, honey.
No, where are you gonna put it?
Okay, good point. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Seriously, like stick with these things that are skinny.
I know, little cards. That's why I do cards, not baseballs and jerseys and all that stuff. But you asked the question. That's the answer.
Okay. What is your dream item?
My dream item, and these exist, so I have seen them in auctions, but there is a Hall of Fame cachet. It's like a postcard kind of thing, honey, and it's got the entire class, the first class of the Hall of Fame that have all signed it. So Ruth, Ty Cobb, yeah.
That's like big time.
Big time, 20, 30 grand.
Bucks. Yeah. Ain't happening on my Christmas list for you. Sorry. Love you, but not. I can go get a picture of it.
I know,
say,
right?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, not the real thing.
Not happening. What current or former player would you like to have a beer with? Not Josh Hamilton, because that would be bad to send him over the edge.
Give him a relapse back into drug use. What current or former player would I want to have a beer with? Maybe Mantle. Mickey Mantle would be kind of cool. He's obviously had a lot of fun.
He did a lot of beer too.
He did, and I watched the movie 61 yesterday again. I hadn't watched it in a little while. It's really good. We're talking about the 1961 season when Roger Maris hit 61 home runs and Mickey Mantle hit 54.
And they were going back and forth.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
That was a good movie.
So Mickey Mantle would be my choice, I
What
guess.
about Roger Maris? He seemed like a nice guy. Wasn't he a little more straight?
Yeah, very straight shooter.
He was-
According to the movie, I never knew him, so he died before I was born. So
Oh, okay.
actually, that's not true. He died in 1985. But anyway, go.
So him, okay. What current? Oh, you already know one. How many different ballparks have you been to? I think we've answered this question.
I think we
before.
have. I actually need to look how many different.
Okay,
ones.
let's just do it this way. What do you still need to go to?
Yeah, that's
Seattle?
a much shorter Seattle, which we're doing soon
Oakland.
together. Oakland,
The new Atlanta Braves.
the new Atlanta, and Tampa.
Ooh, who wants to go to Tampa?
But I've been to every other ballpark that's current, and I've been to several ballparks that are no longer in existence. So, what's your favorite ballpark, honey? Because Julie and I do baseball trips together, and we go around and have a great time doing that, and get to see lots of cool cities and different parts of the country. So, what's your favorite ballpark or
Any
parks?
of them that I've been with you, honey.
Oh gosh, so whatever. All right,
No, I really like Camden Yard. I
Camden
like it
Yard's
because
okay.
it's kind of throwback.
right?
It seems old
It was
fashioned, but it's still new.
the first
and-
of the throwback kind of stadiums.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Which is your favorite of the ones we've been to? I told you mine.
Or the one we've been to, or the one I've been to?
Okay, I know which one it is. San Diego.
San Diego is the most beautiful park there is. Period. And God, like Fenway was cool.
It goes like this.
Yeah, golly, it's like they have
I was
seats.
between Mike Haas here and a double Haas.
I mean, it's so tight, and everything is obstructed view at Fenway. But we got to take the tour before the game. It was really cool. It was like $12, $14 for that.
Every time they hit the ball, it's like,
Yeah, they go nuts there. It's crazy.
like they hit the ball. Big deal.
Oh, sacrifice fly, and the place goes bananas. It's like in Texas, that'd have been like a golf clap. Like, all right, good job.
But it's cool. The atmosphere is cool.
It was.
I like Wrigley.
Okay, I do too. Wrigley was cool. We've been to a lot of different places. You've been to 25 parks, maybe? 22?
Something like that. Name one player who has been snubbed by the Hall of Fame.
We'll get to
Do
all
you
that
think?
later.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was
That's all
just
right.
checking. Okay, so San Diego. Well, we'll find out what you think
We
about
got
Seattle.
33 people watching us right
Hi, 33 people.
now.
How did you get started in YouTube?
Well, back in 2012, I was just wanting to do a video to document my card room. I'd seen some videos on card rooms, and I was like, oh, I wonder if anybody does videos on cards and man cave kind of stuff. And I found some, and then I said, I want to do one. And it was mainly to document stuff for insurance, just to kind of check it out. And so I did that in 2013. It was 2013, I guess. And then I did another one a couple of years later, and a couple things in between. And then about a year and a half ago or so, maybe 2 years ago, I started just watching more and more. I'd been watching a bunch of people and thought, man, I can do this too. And looks like a really cool deal. So started doing more regular videos, and
That's when I started hearing voices.
here we are. That's right.
I'm like, what the heck? Who's he talking to?
Yeah. I was talking to you guys,
And you were talking to you.
telling you about my cards.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Where did you get your YouTube handle from?
So,
Because I called you baseball card collector.
yeah, and someone else
right?
just did on a comment, Gavin Kirkpatrick. I'm going to point him out.
Baseball.
It is
collector.
baseball collector. No card in the middle, because obviously with bobbleheads and jerseys and autographs, I collect more than just baseball cards. Ergo, I am a baseball collector. I have books and all sorts of stuff. So,
But you collect mostly baseball cards.
and again, back when I created my YouTube channel, which was like in 08, 10 years ago or something, it seemed like the most appropriate name, since I collected baseball stuff, to be called Baseball Collector, and it's stuck. So there you go.
Well, that could be a big pain to change it.
It would be, and yeah, not
Okay.
not gonna change it.
Well, you're a big baseball collector.
Yeah.
What YouTubers do you look up? Who do you want to emulate?
Wow. Now that I'm hearing these questions, it's like, man, these have got to be hard questions for people to answer because there's so many great YouTubers and the community is just awesome. There's so many of you guys that are doing really, really good stuff. I really enjoyed doing the Hall of Fame thing. All of those guys are just home run guys. There's just so many. I look up to a lot of them. I think it's important not to emulate someone else. I say emulate. I shouldn't even ask that question to anybody anymore because you don't want to emulate anybody. You want to do your own thing and kind of be yourself. I think that's what makes everybody distinct on this community. But just do you. And so you don't really want to emulate anybody. But I do look up and admire a lot of people. And it's more than just their collections. I admire the kind of people that they are, and they just real down to earth, and it's fun to be a part of the community.
That's cool. Well, I know that
I've made a lot of friends,
you have
honestly.
Made a lot of friends, and you've talked to a lot of people with that.
Yeah, I have, I don't know, 15, 20 guys in my phone that I talk to.
I know, you talk to them more than you talk to me.
Well, maybe not more than you, but more than some of my other friends. Ray from Philly.
Yes, Ray from Philly. It rings on my phone. Ray's calling ya!
Yeah, my phone will ring, and our Apple ID is the same, so it'll say Ray from Philly. She's like, Ray's calling you. So,
Ray, you asked
Garrett.
where these... Garrett, but he's gone.
Yeah, but he'll be back.
Okay.
He's coming home.
Ray, you asked where these questions are coming from. Mike, where do I look? Right here? That button?
Yeah, that
Okay.
button.
Mike has these questions for all of his Beyond Cardboard episodes, and so I'm using some of those.
Yep.
So hopefully that answered the question. Are there any new YouTubers out there besides me?
Besides you.
I'm going to have another mail day.
Yeah, she'll do another mail day for you guys, because maybe while I'm at the National or something, you can you could do like a mail day, National Mail Day. Anyway, new YouTubers. God, there's a lot of guys doing great stuff, and girls actually. I would say Caitlin's one of my favorites. I just think she does a great job. Her username I just went blank. A League of Their Own. Sorry. Oh gosh, who else? New guys. There's so many. Mike, you've created a monster.
I saw that. I read that. That's funny. Thanks, Jess.
Bink Scott's another good one. There's a lot of really great guys. Good grief. We're getting some really good questions from the audience.
Okay, well then let's move on with yours so we can go back to those questions.
Okay.
Okay, so Beyond Cardboard. So we just did our cardboard section where we talked about your baseball stuff and what inspired you from that and really why you happen to be doing this. But now let's get to know you personally.
Bring it on, honey.
And all about you as a person. Because you are more than just baseball. You are Mike Moynihan.
I am.
Okay. So, where did you grow up?
Fort Worth, Texas.
What do you do for a living?
I am a financial planner. I run my own practice. I've been doing financial planning for 20 plus years.
Right about the time.
That's all I've ever done.
Are you married? You better be.
Yep.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 kids.
Why are we?
Well, we have 2 kids.
This is not a turn in pocket time.
We have 2 kids. We have Palmer, who's 18, just graduated from high school, and Jessica, who is 16, almost 17, and she'll be a senior in high school.
That's right.
So there you go. 2 kids. And Jessica's gorgeous because of you.
Oh, sweet. What does your wife think about your collection?
I don't know. Let's ask her. What do you think about my collection?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's cool. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of research, a lot of stuff, a lot of space.
Ooh, who has the best YouTube beard?
But I think it's cool. I'm glad you have something that makes you happy other than me.
Jessica, the producer of the show, which is only happened the first episode, and
Yeah.
I can't get her to do it
She
since.
doesn't do it anymore.
She's like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore, Dad.
Um,
I appreciate your support, by the way, with this hobby. It means a lot that you let me do it.
Aw,
Thank you.
I'm glad, because I know you enjoy it very
do.
much, and you get collecting from your dad,
I do.
who likes to collect, and
So
your
does
son likes to collect.
It's a disease.
It is a disease.
Inherited.
I wonder if they have rehab for it. Like,
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm a baseball card junkie. Actually, there's a channel called Baseball Card Junkies TV, and it's really good.
are they really junkies?
They're about baseball cards. They are.
Do they have like a 12-step program?
Yeah, we need the 12-step program.
Okay.
Okay.
An interesting fact about you,
Or secret talent.
or do you have a secret talent?
I don't know. Do I? I don't think I do. No. Interesting fact. I hit a golf ball almost every day.
Every day, and not just like one swing, but
So
like
I usually
9
play
to
9
18
holes or practice. Or,
oh, I'm busy slaving away at work.
yeah.
He is out hitting golf balls.
She picked the wrong career. All right.
I am changing the world one child at a time.
I am changing the world by making divots, one divot at a time.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, what sports did you play while you were younger?
So I was a baseball player,
Shocker.
and I played football
Yes.
through high school.
But you and your brother played baseball together.
Yeah, I have a twin brother, as some of you know. He was a pitcher, I was a catcher, so it was very convenient. My brother was very, very good. He went to Vanderbilt and played baseball there. I went to the Air Force Academy and played baseball there for a brief time. But, you know, it was fun. Yeah,
And you played football.
played football through high
And
school. I was a tight
basketball when you were in
end,
middle
basketball,
school.
and through high school, a little bit through high school. So.
Okay.
Ooh, they want to know where we met.
know. What hobbies
We
did
met after
you
college.
have growing up besides cards? I know what those hobbies were.
What were my hobbies before cards? Besides cards?
Girls.
Girls. I think I dated all of Fort Worth.
It's true.
But I only needed to get it right one
I
time.
know. But it was girls.
Yeah, we met after college.
Yep.
For both of us. So
What hobbies do you have now besides baseball cards?
golf,
Golf,
guns.
guns, lots of guns.
I have more.
Golf, guns.
Surely I have more than that. Comic books. I collect comic books.
For Palmer, really.
Yeah.
Baseball cards.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could walk around with a theme song playing in the background, what would yours be?
Take me out to the ball game. I don't know. What would it be? What would be a cool theme song for me to have?
I have no idea.
Sounds really
I don't
weird.
even know what theme songs there are.
What about War from Rocky? Like from Rocky 4 was the best Rocky movie, and you could when you no, not that War. It's a different. It's like a. God, never mind.
That's the only war song I know of.
That's okay, Ray. That's a good one. Staying Alive.
Oh yeah.
I could be just.
He would actually, Ray, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be like this.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, 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 stand alive, stand alive.
Okay, we've fallen off the deep
I
end.
think it's something ABBA.
All right, we got some questions from the audience now. Is that all the Beyond Card?
Yeah,
real quick?
do you want me to do rapid fire?
Rapid
real
fire's
quick?
at the end, so we'll do this, and then you can do rapid fire.
Okay.
All right. Let me see if I can find a question. Who do I think the next, or will be the Mickey Mantle for the next generation, spending millions on cards we can get for a few bucks?
Ooh.
That would be Mike Trout. Is the next Mickey Mantle, and
Do you have any of his cards?
I do. I don't have his rookie though, because it's like $400 already.
Oh.
But for sure,
Is this like insider trading?
no.
Are you sure?
They all know this too.
Okay.
Mike Trout is my answer to that. Okay. Next up, well, you can't get him for a few bucks though. He did say for a few bucks. The answer is not going to happen.
What about Beltran?
No, I mean, I think he's asking for a younger player that.
Oh.
Yes, all that, dude. All my stuff is older, so he's like all that stuff and still no Trout. That's right. Um, Ray from Philly says that Beltre is going to be going to the Phillies in a few weeks.
No. No.
It's on the. It's absolutely being talked about.
Take him down. I like Beltre, especially when
He's
he
awesome.
goes down on one knee to bat.
Here's a good one, Mike. What's your favorite sports moment you have experienced with Julie, in person or watching on TV? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you all one of my. So back in 2010, 2011, the Rangers went to the World Series for the first time in their history.
Are you talking about the chair?
Yes. So we were like all in as a family. I mean, we were nuts as a family and just watching every game and hanging on everything. And I can't watch the games live. It drives me nuts. It's too nerve-wracking. I can't take it. But Julie is in our bedroom in a chair, and we won it. She sat in this chair, watched a game, and we won. And you would have thought that Julie was the reason that the Rangers won, and her sitting in that chair was the reason. So every game after that, you had to sit in my chair. She had to sit in her chair. And of course, I'm DVRing the game because I don't want to watch it live. I want to catch up later and kind of chill out. And she's watching it live in another room, and I can hear her screaming and yelling. I'm like, oh, what's happening? I don't know because I'm not caught up yet. And that was a fun experience, though. That was a fun couple of weeks.
Mike Schmidt. Who's Mike Schmidt?
He's a Phillies player.
I think I opened
people
up
are asking,
cards the other day.
You did. People
was that the same Mike Schmidt or different Mike Schmidt?
Same Mike Schmidt. There's not many Mike
Schmidt.
Schmidts. Name one player who has been snubbed by the Hall of Fame you think deserved to be in the Hall. Well, Joe Jackson should be. I mean, Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in the Hall of Fame for sure. I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
Shoeless Joe Jackson's not in the Hall of Fame?
He was caught up in the Black Sox scandal in 1919 when they supposedly threw the World Series. Anyway, that's a lot. Remember Field of Dreams and all that? That was Joe Jackson. Or, never mind.
No, he was one of the guys that...
Supposedly...
My father made me cry.
Yes. Who else do I think deserves? Ted Simmons is a catcher that...
It's in the closet.
Totally, I think, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I wouldn't have thought that before the Veterans Committee this year, but looking at his stuff, he definitely deserves to be in. Okay. Oh, look, Shoeless Joe Jackson. See, people agree with me.
I want to die at Camden, laugh out loud.
Yeah.
It is a really awesome stadium.
It is an awesome stadium. Baseball collector, do you have a Babe Ruth patch card? No, I don't have a patch card.
What's a patch card?
So on their jerseys, like that, if you cut off like a number or a part of a name or the lettering, and you put it on a card, that's a part of a patch. And so that's called a patch card.
I thought they called them like game used jerseys.
They are. They have those, but if it's a patch,
okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cool.
Let's see. Keep going with the people questions. People questions.
I've been to Washington Nationals. That was nice.
That was nice.
I may not be able to win, but at least my favorite. Okay.
Who's my favorite new time baseball player? I don't know that I like. I don't know. I like what Trout does. I like what Harper can do. I can't say that any of the guys really do it for me for the new folks yet. I haven't found anybody that I just have fallen in love with. Okay, still going.
There's another question about PSA something.
Where? Oh, right there.
Mike, what do you
What do I
consider
consider
collector grade PSA
Oh.
cards? What makes you choose a PSA 8 instead of paying a bit extra for a PSA 9?
That's actually a really good question.
I opened a lot of PSA 7s the other day.
So Ray and I are going to do another episode of Mike and Ray Shooting the Bull, and we're going to talk a lot about grading. In fact, that's going to be the sole purpose of the discussion. But my answer to that is collector grade is the year or the grade equal to the decade the set's in. So if it's a 1962 Topps, a 6 is a collector grade. If it's a 1940 play ball, 4 is a collector grade.
Because of the wear and tear?
Yeah, the older it is, the more likely it is you're not going to have a good grade. So yes, I PC Josh Hamilton. So I'm kind of answering some questions right now.
Do you PC? What does that mean?
Personal collection. PC just means like,
Oh, you
is
still
that
do?
part of your? Well, I have all this stuff. I haven't
You
sold
have
it.
a lot. Anybody
Um,
want to buy it? There's a
uh,
lot.
so why do I choose a PSA 8? Well, if it's for 80s, stop, Julie. If it's 80s, I'll do an 8 only because it's not just a few bucks more. And here's the thing. Let's say it's $5 more for a PSA 9 versus a PSA 8. It's when you have 1,000 cards you're wanting to get, that's a lot of money. And I'd rather just get an 8.
$5,000.
That's right.
You can make it hollow with a lot more cards.
That's right. I'd rather just have an 8. So,
That's kind of like your wife.
well, you're a 10, honey.
Oh, I
You're a
think you
Gem
got a
Mint 10.
7 here.
I got a 10.
Maybe an 8 on a good day.
Okay, that's really good questions though. All around, and getting PSA 9s and 10s is crazy, expensive.
What does all around mean?
Where?
You wrote all around, all around.
Who's your favorite all-around baseball player? Adrian Beltre right now is my favorite baseball.
All around.
All around.
All time.
Lou
From
Gehrig.
the time of time. Okay.
Lou Gehrig is my favorite all-time.
Why?
Because he was an amazing ball player. He had to live in the shadow of Babe Ruth. He played in 2,130 straight games.
And he unfortunately has a disease named after him.
He did, and he died young, but he was just
He
a
went out
great
classy.
guy. Very classy guy. Okay. You would think you'd have the answers prepared. That's true. I should. What's up, Mike? Who has the best beard on YouTube other than me? Jake, it's got to be you, man. That leprechaun beard that you sport is pretty impressive. Although,
We shaved his tonight.
yeah, mine got a little trim. Okay, who's my favorite? Okay, that question's been asked several times and answered. Okay, favorite baseball moment I've seen in person. The Rangers winning Game 3 of the 2010 World Series.
Is that when they beat the Yankees?
No, I wasn't there for that.
But we were there when we beat the Yankees one time.
One time, but
It
not
was in
for
the second World Series. No, it was not in the
first
World Series.
It was in the
What-
ALCS.
Yes. Was it leading up to the World Series? Obviously.
Yes. It was right before the World
It was
Series.
awesome. I remember walking.
Yeah, we were
It
crazy.
was crazy. Collection intervention needed?
Who do you consider the home run king, Aaron or Bonds? It's Barry Bonds. He hit the most home runs. Roids or not, Barry Bonds is the home run king. And I love Hank Aaron. Absolutely love him, respect him. Amazing, but it's Barry Bonds. Sorry. Let's see. That was the first kiss on Beyond. Hopefully the only one. What does Julie collect? What do you collect?
Wrinkles.
That's so funny.
It's true. I don't really collect anything, do I?
No, you don't. I feel like I got off track here.
No, I
Oh,
think-
there we go. Okay. I was late with it about Staying Alive. Yeah, I love the Staying Alive.
Material Girl Madonna. I think so. I really think so. That would be his theme song. I'm a material.
Oh, good grief.
Material girl.
Where's your Monarchs cap? That's Snoop. What's up, Snoop?
So you wanted to know how we met while he's reading these questions. How about I tell you that? So I was working for a hospital. I was an event coordinator.
Oh, how we met?
Yes.
Okay.
I was an event coordinator, and one of the things I did was host events for medical students who we wanted to have come over to our hospital to do an internship. And Mike's roommate happened to be a medical student that we invited to the party, and his roommate's girlfriend was also a medical student, so they both got to bring a +1, so they brought really +1/2 because Mike's together made 1. And the only reason why he came was because it was casino night and he likes to play. That would be another hobby of yours, yeah.
Yeah.
Likes to
poker.
play poker. So anyway, he walked up the stairs and I went, he's kind of cute. But I couldn't remember his first name. How hard is it to remember Mike? Really? Seriously? But I could remember Moynihan, which is absolutely asinine that I couldn't remember Mike, but could remember Moynihan, which is
I put
crazy.
the ass in asinine.
Anyway. Yes, you do. So anyway, I called him Senator all night, and then at the end of the night, he came up because his roommate had won a television, and he wanted to see if he could get the television from me because I was playing Vanna White. But before that happened, what happened? You wanted to see if I wanted to go out with you guys, but before that happened, what did I do? What did I do?
I don't know. You kept coming by and going, "Hello,
I did
Senator."
not. But what did
Yeah,
I
you
do?
did.
Before.
What are you mad at me for? I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
here I'm gonna give you a hint.
Oh, well, that wasn't before we went out,
Yes, it was.
was it? So she was in high heels and
Really high heels,
and I'm 6'2",
and I'm 5'1".
but I didn't know that she was in these really high heels, and so I thought she was a normal ratio of height, and then she took her heels off and she shrunk like.
What are you saying?
3
Short people are
inches.
not a normal ratio of height?
Well, just hey, Melissa's on, my sister.
Hi, Melissa.
Okay, so that's how we met. We went out, had a few drinks, and hung out, talked,
And that's it.
There you go.
The rest is history.
Have I ever been starstruck in meeting a celebrity? No, not really. I grew up around it with my dad, and I wasn't allowed to be starstruck, so not a big deal. Trish Speaker is in the Hall of Fame, yes. If I could have any player's autograph, who would it be? Like current player or former player? If I can get anybody's. Right now, I want Walter Johnson's really bad. I would love to get a Walter Johnson autograph. He's an old-time pitcher, like one of the best. In the first Hall of Fame class, he was amazing.
Cool.
Do I ever think I will complete the 300 registry? No, I will not.
300 registry. Is that book?
Yeah, the book by Mike Payne. But I will not because there's a Wagner card in it. And you've seen the Wagner card.
We got a Wagner card in the mail the other day.
No, it was a Ty Cobb. No.
No, it was Ty Cobb Wagner.
Yeah, but not the same.
It was not a real card.
No. It was
psyched me out for a second, though.
I know, right?
Thought, ooh, big money, big money.
In fact, I'm not getting many 300 cards at all top 300 cards at all because
Now they're all so expensive.
But maybe at the National, we'll see. Serious question: how many years will it take for the mantle cards to die when the baby boomers die off, or will it continue? Wow, that's a really good question. Because mantle stuff is crazy hot right now, as is all vintage. All vintage, especially slab vintage, is going bananas on prices. They're just going up a lot, which is good for us because I have a bunch of them.
I think it'll stay.
I do too. I think
like antiques, they stay.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw Mantle play a single inning, and I want Mantle stuff all the time. I think it's iconic, and I'm happy to pay for it.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, same deal. Yeah. Absolutely.
Honus Wagner, who I don't even know who
Ty Cobb.
freaking
Right?
Honus Wagner is, but he's got $1 million card out there, right?
Right.
And nobody knows Honus Wagner.
No, he was pretty awesome.
Do they have video of him?
Yeah. Little short dude. Okay. Do I PC Hamilton? I already answered that.
Serious question.
That was the Mantle thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what does collector grade really mean anyways? So my PSA Hank Aaron 1960 is not collectible. No, that's not what that means. I get lower grades than collectible grade too. It's just kind of what that decade equals the number, the numeric. 1974 tops is a 7, is kind of a collector grade. No, it doesn't mean you can't have a 6 or a 5 for those cards. It's just that those aren't as desirable. Look, we all want high grade stuff. It's just you have to match grade versus cost and try to figure out where somewhere good is in the middle.
5 is close to 6, so I think you're okay.
Wayne's asking, are the Rangers shaking in their uniforms because they're playing the White Sox this weekend? No. Not terribly afraid of the White Sox, although they'll probably lose to the White Sox. That's not my point.
They're losing to everybody.
Wayne's a big White Sox guy, so my sister's like, what are you talking about?
Baseball cards, Melissa. Come on.
Okay, I'm lost again. Am I a season ticket holder at Globe Life? The answer is sort of. There's a group of us that we have season tickets, and I buy 5 games a year in that block. So, sort of a season ticket holder.
But they're good seats.
We have really good seats.
Good
We have 4 of them and a great parking pass, and we all do it together as a group, and it just makes the cost a lot more bearable. I don't want to go to 82 games anyway.
So there a card you would replace out of 300 set?
Yes. There are a lot of cards that I would pull now. There's a Juan Gonzalez card in there that doesn't deserve to be in there.
Juan Gonzalez is in the 300?
Top 300. Because
Do you
at the
have that?
time, I do. But, God, what would I replace it with? I'll have to think about that.
Ooh, I got an idea.
What?
Why don't you write a new book and make it the 600? Take the 300 and I'm probably not full another 300. But
Actually,
like,
I was.
make it the 400.
Well, it stops in. Oops. Screwed that up. There we go. It stops in 1999. So how cool would I was thinking about doing 2000 through 2000. Look, I'm holding a baseball, by the way. 2000 through 2010, and then 2010 through 2020, and add decades, and
That would be cool.
that would be cool.
Can you work with that guy? Is he dead or
With
is he
Mike
alive?
Payne, I think he's still alive. Ray would know. They're best buddies.
Ray, let's write a book.
Um,
I'll let him write a book. And you.
let's see. Huge fans. Thank you guys. Mike, do I find myself thinking of new set ideas and getting yes?
I can do more push-ups.
Yes, I can. I think about new sets all the time. I mean, I'm making up stuff as I go along, but that's fun. What does it mean? Message retracted? It's like they took it away,
I guess.
or they cussed, or something. I don't know. Okay. Do I sense that Mike can be a smartass?
Sometimes, but more me.
Who's my favorite sister? Melissa. I only have one sister. What player or cards would you add to the Book of 300? We just kind of talked about that. Let's see. That's cool, Jeff, about the Mantle autograph.
No.
I have several Mantle autographs.
I think Melissa's trying to understand about the PSA grades. So Melissa, let me give you a little tutorial here, just a minute. So take a look, see at this card, right? Is this a PSA right there?
Uh-huh.
So right here in the top corner of this card, I gotta glare again, is a little
Go
number.
the other way, actually. There you go.
Is a little number. This little number, it goes up to 10, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
You're right.
Hot dog. And that means then, like 10 is the best that you can get. And like a 1 is probably really sucky. But it means like it's not bent, it doesn't have creases in it, the edges are sharp, it's not faded.
That's right.
Anything else?
Yeah.
What else did I miss?
The corners, the cards.
Corners, everything's
Sometimes
still sharp.
cards can have stains on them or print marks. See how that's got a
Right,
little-
or a water drop because like a little boy dropped a piece of water. See how it's got a little mark on it?
Yep.
So anyways, the higher the marking, the better the card and the more money the card is worth. But as Mike just discussed, it may only be $5 from a 7 to an 8 or an 8 to a 9.
Like this card was $4 or $5. A 9 or a 10 of this card would be $150.
How much was this one?
$4 or $5. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. It's exponentially
So
stupid.
if it's all about, for some people it's all about quality, but some people it's all about quantity with a little bit of quality. Would you say?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Tutorial done. Yay! Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Okay. I know you said you were going to talk about it later, but do you expect to get Gem Mint 10 for 80 to present? No. 80s, I'm trying to get 8s. Really, I want 9. 8s, 9s, and 10s. But I'll accept an 8 for an 80s card. And so, no. But 2000s, 2010s, Gem Mint 10, yes. But not exclusive.
Who's your favorite rookie this year?
See, I don't. It's funny because, dude, I collect guys that are dead or that are greats of the game. What are you doing?
Oh, I think, are we at the end?
Yeah, we're at the end. So I don't really keep up with all the rookies. I don't really care, quite frankly. Do something, mean something. Like Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger and all these guys, they're fine, great. Do it for a decade and then come talk to me. You know, that's kind of how I feel about that. And I love watching them. It's not that I don't respect the game and what they're doing. I just not going to collect their stuff. I'm not going to chase that around because for every Aaron Judge, there's a Greg Jeffries or just crazy people. Okay, one last question, Mike Bink Scott says. And Bink Scott's name is not Bink Scott. See, Juan Soto. Great. Juan Soto, Washington Nationals. you know, again, he could be great all time, or he could get blow his ACL and be out for his career. I mean, you just don't know, and so
CC Sabathia, if he gets to
3,000 Ks, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Yes, but I think he actually has a pretty good shot now. I don't even think he needs 3,000 strikeouts. I think he could do it now. He's borderline now, but I could see a lot of people voting for him. Do I collect anything else except sports cards? Yes.
Comic books, guns, wives. No, he doesn't collect wives.
No. Comic books, guns, and that's it. Baseball cards
That's it.
for collecting. And I collect bogeys on the golf course.
All right.
Okay, so there's all the questions. Thank you guys. We're gonna move on just in the
If we
interest of
get any
time.
others, we can go do those in a minute. But
Yep,
you
yep.
ready for rapid fire?
Rapid fire. I'm ready for
'Kay.
rapid fire. Bring it on, rapid fire. Here we go.
Don't look at my cheater sheet.
I'm not looking. I'm focused on
What is your favorite food?
pizza,
Favorite board game?
Monopoly.
I thought it was Farkle.
Farkle's fun. That's a dice game, though. It's not a board game.
Dice game.
Gotta have a board for it to
Okay.
be a board game.
What was I wearing the night we met? Oh, I put some sneakers in there.
You did. Look what Ray said. What were you wearing the night we met? A silver like dress kind of thing.
Ooh, you're good.
Is that right?
That is right. And super high heels.
Wow.
What did my hair look like?
It was short. Your hair was short and pulled back.
It was really short. Yes, it wasn't pulled back because I didn't
Okay.
have enough hair to pull back. Okay. Favorite movie franchise?
Favorite movie fan? Oh, it's too many. Star Wars, but
Oh,
I liked a lot of them. But
Marvels.
all the Marvel stuff, yes, absolutely.
So that would have to be
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah.
Favorite sport to play?
Favorite sport to play? Golf,
Favorite former sport to play?
baseball, or softball.
Baseball. Then softball.
Right.
Then golf ball. Okay.
Golf, then golf.
Golf ball. What was your first car?
My first car was a 1985 Jeep CJ7.
Who did you share it with?
Nobody.
Who were you supposed to share it with?
My brother, but he couldn't drive a stick, so I got to drive it all the time.
What did your dad say when you guys got the car first for the two of you?
I'm not gonna tell that story
Why not?
because it's silly. So okay, I'll tell it. Now I have to tell it. So we get the Jeep.
Melissa says sell it.
So we get the Jeep. I get this Jeep, and I'm so excited.
He's supposed to share it with his
And I'm
brother.
supposed to share it with my brother, and we get home.
Remember,
and so,
what did he collect in high school? Girls.
So I'll try to. My dad's actually on here. He can probably tell the story better than me. But point being, we get home. A bunch of friends come over or whatever, and we're outside. My dad's with us, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to do some screwing in the back seat of this car. And my dad goes, if I catch you two boys screwing each other in the back of this car, I mean, it was just perfect timing. I don't know if I said it exactly correct, but it was really funny.
Pretty Palmer typical.
That's like my dad. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
That was a long rapid fire.
I know, but I
answer.
thought it was funny.
Okay.
What is your dream car?
A Tesla.
Although they catch fire now.
That's all right.
Who is your celebrity crush?
I don't have a celebrity crush.
You a liar.
Kate Beckinsale.
Okay. Who's mine?
Who's your celebrity crush?
Mhm.
Hugh Jackman.
So odd.
No, my brother does not collect baseball cards.
He would like to. Who's my celebrity baseball crush?
Cal Ripken Jr.
There you go. He's a hottie. Only though when he's gray. Like
And bald.
and bald. Why do I like gray bald? It's kind of like who else is that? That was cute.
Gray.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Like old Sean Connery.
Better. You mean young Sean Connery?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Old Sean, yeah, so good.
Yep.
Okay. What would be a perfect Sunday for you?
A perfect Sunday for me?
From start to finish.
Wow, that's a good question. Wake up, go to church would be good, and then go hit the links and play some golf. Come home, watch an afternoon Rangers game, and then
Take a shower, please.
take a shower. Yeah, get in bed and watch a movie with you or something.
Aww. Walking Dead or something like that.
Yeah.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
What is that? What animal would I be? I don't. I like an eagle. Or I like to fly up in the air. It'd be kind of fun.
Fly like an eagle
To the sea.
to the sea. All right.
Okay.
What is this is for Ray, your favorite chick flick?
My favorite chick flick. I don't have one.
You would lie.
I like.
All chick flicks.
Come on, I don't like all chick flicks.
Okay. Let me name them, and you can tell me if you like them or not. Never Been Kissed.
Yeah.
50 First Dates.
Great movie.
Notting Hill.
Favorite.
I don't know any other ones.
I like all those.
What
So
other
maybe I
chick
do
flicks
like every.
like?
I don't know. Okay, what's the next question?
You do like chick flicks.
I have a sensitive side.
Yes, you do. What was your first baseball card ever?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It was from 1981. Donruss, though. I do remember that.
When is our anniversary?
July 3rd, next week. Next Tuesday is our anniversary. We married 19 years next Tuesday.
Good job. I was just checking.
Yep.
What color are my eyes?
Green.
If you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
Devil Wears Prada is a good movie. If I could have anything in the world, what would it be?
Not
ranch.
baseball. Yeah. I knew you'd say
I
that.
want a ranch.
Sleepless in Seattle. He likes that one too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, more baseball cards. Or one.
So
Well,
that's
that's
all my
not what
rapid
this-
fire.
Well, happy anniversary to you, Mr. Jeff.
Those are all my rapid fire questions
That's it.
for you.
That's rapid fire. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, we've been on 51 minutes. Believe it or
It's
not.
a long time to be looking at this mug.
So you want to wrap it up?
I do.
Okay. Well, guys, thanks for joining in. I really appreciate everybody tuning in for this special episode of Beyond Cardboard. Thank you, Julie, for doing this. I think people love hanging out with you on YouTube, which is surprising to you, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if I didn't make comments on your comments on my video game day. What mail day video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know I was supposed to make comments, so thanks
So
for
when y'all
everybody
would comment,
watching.
she didn't really reply.
I'm
but-
kind of like I'm humble, so I thought if I make comments, then it seems like I'm. But thank you for commenting. It was awesome.
Got a lot of
And
comments.
Maybe I'll do another mail day. Maybe we'll do a joint mail day. What do you guys think? Should we do a joint one? Like
That'd be pretty fun.
we can have fun with that. You can get spiritual and stuff with the cards after I open them.
My spiritualness.
Your spiritualness.
That was hilarious. Beauty and the Baseball Collector. Ooh,
Oh, that's a
that
nice
could be
name.
a series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, again, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. Like this video, please, if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed to me, I'd love to have you be a subscriber. And we'll catch you guys soon. Hope everybody has a great night and keep collecting.
Bye, y'all. Hey, don't forget
Go ahead.
to send your thank you notes when you do your eBay shipments.
Yes.
That's very nice to do, by the way.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.